Good morning and welcome. I'm Greg Johnson, and I want to welcome you here to my home and to the fun of just having a sing-along. I started this a number of weeks ago just because it was what I was doing, quite frankly, here in this lockdown period. I began my life as a musician, and I don't get to play as often as I would like over these many, many years of tourism and then all the work in the Ministry of Family Caregiving. So I began doing it, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, well, maybe some other people would like to sing along with me. So this is not a concert. This is not a lecture. This is not a service. This is a time for us just to take a break from all that we're doing, from all of our concerns. And perhaps for you it might be, as it is for me, a way to go within, a way to connect with the divine within each and every one of us, however you define that word, and we're always all in process on that. But music has always been a way for me, both to express feelings and to find comfort. So this has become our theme song. Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me, this is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be like you. May I be like you. I first learned that song when I was at Seafield, a very noted rehab out on Long Island. And I was very blessed because the Rev, as he was known, the spiritual director, someone who's very important in my life, realized I needed to hear the text of that song. He also knew that I was a musician and had studied with some rather famous classical pianists and so forth. And he knew practice was part of what I did. So he had me sing this out there, much against my, oh, no, my fear and all of that sort of thing. And it wasn't until weeks after I left the rehab, I was walking down Madison Avenue, I'll never forget it, and all of a sudden I stopped dead in my tracks. And I just gave thanks that this man understood so well that if I couldn't get back into the world of recovery, perhaps if I sang it into myself, if I practiced and practiced and practiced. I'm a slow learner. Now that's a long time ago, but I've never forgotten it. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me. This is what I pray. So let's sing it one more time. Join me in it. It's Change My Heart, oh God. It's very simple. And it's particularly a wonderful prayer in this pandemic through which we're going. Join me. Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me, this is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be I also want to thank many of you. I've suggested, and I have a new email address that's easier to say when I'm here and live on the broadcast. It's very simple. It's Greg Johnson at gjp-international.com, and all small case. So feel free, if there's a hymn that you like, let me know. If I know it, we'll sing it. If I don't, maybe I'll learn it. I always like that sort of thing. So please, don't worry about the words. If you don't know the words, doesn't matter. I don't always play the right notes, that you've heard. So it's fun. It's just a chance for us to, yes, loosen up the body and let the heart sing. Now, one that two people requested this past week. Very old, wonderful, simple song, but so powerful, and a prayer for us, I think, right now. Kumbaya. So join me. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya. And we pray. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya. And that prayer was heard, and we sing. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya. I hope you sing that during the week. That's an easy one to remember. This has also been one of my great favorites, and several people also asked about this because singing and prayer, they go together very, very much, because often singing is simply a prayer put to music and to put in poetry. And this is one of the well-known songs, so enjoy it. And join me. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, that calls me from a word of care, and bids me at my Father's throne make all my wants and wishes known. In seasons of distress and grief, my soul has often found relief, and oft escaped the tempter's snare by thy return, sweet hour of prayer. A lovely, lovely hymn and a lovely, lovely text. And also, that's a wonderful thing about hymns. I often mention it to people. If they get to a service early or they're sitting waiting for something to begin and there's a hymnal around, pick it up. I mean, I certainly encourage people to pick up the Bible and read it and any other holy book. We have people from many parts of the world who do join us. So a holy book is of great value to all of us. A hymnal also has many treasures in it, because more than just the hymns that we see, there are also prayers. There are also other wonderful oh yes, thank you, Tom. St. Augustine said, "He who sings prays twice." Amen, amen. Thank you so much. That great quote, and I love it. Thanks, Tom. But it's a wonderful way for us to focus, a wonderful way for us to go into meditation. Some people say, "Oh, I don't know how to meditate." Well, there are so many ways of doing meditation, and none is wrong. Each we begin learning. Because what are we doing in meditation? We're remembering that it's not an outside job. It's an inside job. And that, I pray, is going to be one of the blessings and the lessons from this period and as we create a new world. Now, another hymn that we seem to be in the flats this morning. Those are the keys. One that I love, and it's a wonderful prayer that I thought we really ought to hear the text, because as we are working into a new way of living, may this bless us. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Place in my hands the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. A second verse. Open my mind that I may read more of thy love in word and deed. What shall I fear while yet thou dost lead? Only for light, for thee I plead. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. And then last week, after we sang What a Friend We Have in Jesus, Donnie sent to me a wonderful recording of it, done in Bahasa, in Indonesian, and I have it on Gregory Johnson. That's my Facebook name, Gregory Johnson. Take a listen to it. It's really wonderful. So let's just do one verse of it. And it's, what a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. What a great hymn. Now, I have to look at my notes so that I remember what all the requests have been. Oh yes. This is a fun Easter song, and it certainly is a good vocalization. So we're going to start with the chorus. He lives, and then we'll go to the verse after it and then do the chorus once more. So this is one of these, you got to stand up and be ready for the top notes as well as the bottom notes, but don't worry about it. This isn't a concert. I haven't vocalized. We just have fun. He lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me on long life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how, I know he lives. He lives within my heart. I serve a risen Savior, he's in the world today. I know that he is living, whatever men may say. I see his hand of mercy, I hear his voice of cheer, and just the time I need him, he's always near. Now, he lives, Christ Jesus lives today. He walks with me and talks with me along life's narrow way. He lives, salvation to impart. You ask me how, I know he lives. He lives within my heart. And if there's one message, that's the message we all need to be hearing. He lives within my heart, and his creation goes on. Whenever there are pandemics, whenever there are difficult times, people begin to say, oh, why is God doing this and doing that? God isn't doing it. We have done it. We have lacked in many areas, and we are bearing the results of that. Because look what's happening on the other hand. I like to remind people, in less than 2 months, the ozone layer has come back. That's a healing God. Think about that. The canals in Venice are clear. You can see the bottom. You can see the bottom of Lake Michigan. The Himalayas suddenly have reappeared in India. They weren't gone. It was pollution was covering them. There is great healing going on in God's wonderful world, and God is going to be with us as we continue to do things together. And sadly, the leadership in this country is not helping that. For too long, it's been I. And what does it give us? Illness. But when we change I to we have wellness. Let's do that. Now, let's see what else I promised to do today. 298. All right. I'm just chatting with myself. Don't be concerned. I do that frequently. A wonderful, wonderful song, and it's one that we'll use to close our program today. More love to thee, O Christ. More love to thee. May that be our prayer. More love to thee, O Christ. More love to thee. Hear thou the prayer I make on bended knee. This is my earnest plea. More love, O Christ, to thee. More love to thee. More love to thee. Let's sing it one more time. More, it just la 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 if you only know that. More love to thee, O Christ. More love to thee. Hear thou the prayer I make on bended knee. This is my earnest plea. More love, O Christ, to thee. More love to thee. More love to you. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. I've certainly enjoyed singing these songs. I hope that you've been blessed by them. And for those of you who are interested, tomorrow morning is our regular broadcast, 8 a.m. live from New York, better known as Friday with the Rev. We're going to be talking about doubt. No one has any of that. We'll be together. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And keep a song in your heart. God bless.